And all of a sudden I come in here and I realize, oh, I have a maybe a darker line than I wanted. I'm going to take out a little bit of an apex in here. I'll subdue it down a little bit. So the reason I'm describing all this again is see what you can get out of your drawing by taking these things into consideration. Where's the apex? Where's the light direction? Are you throwing in contradictions so that your mind is really going, why would there be a highlight here and there isn't somewhere else? So here I have a chance to maybe regulate the values, but I'm still going to push it back quite a bit. Remember what we've got going on here. This all goes back in the dark. We don't have anything bright, but I'm not going to go this dark. This is just for me to know how far recessed is this. So let's go ahead and do this. I hadn't done this on this one, but so it's good to kind of bring in a little character of the eye here a little bit. I don't want it to become polka dotted, but maybe we can start seeing that little variance. I think you can probably see it on the camera or on the video. And making it so that it isn't going to distract from the important detail. In fact, these are things that you can wait till way later so that you don't take away from the what you're trying to achieve overall. But boy, I love to dab this stuff off. I get to dabbing it off, and I have so much control over how much value I'm taking off if you practice with it. If you don't, then you're going to come in here and you're going to go be horrified with, you know, all the variations, the dots that you're making, and the polka dot and the dapples and all this stuff. If you know what to expect ahead of time, you won't be surprised at anything. And you can always go both directions. You can take something off, you can add something. All those things are important. We'll have some wonderful little details, like there's a little moist edge on here next to the eyelid. And if you wanted to, you can use your electric eraser, but you can also make that blade out of this. You have your point, fold it over, pinch it so you have a good edge on it, and it'll hold up, and then come in. I'm going to have to come from a little different angle though, because I have this reflection. I'm going to have to really work on that. When I start getting enough value on here, I again have so much light that I'm getting a reflection. It makes it very difficult for me to see what I'm trying to accomplish here. So now, this isn't just a straight line. I think I have it too much of a straight line. I'm going to go ahead and make it so that there's some variance, and it has maybe some other facets within that highlight, and then they're going to fade away. Even though this is lighter over here, this is not as bright as that. And so then I'm going to come in and I'm going to make sure that my edges are rounded a little bit here, so I don't end up with something again that's overbearing, taking away the attention. And I'm going to try and get a little more value in here, even though I normally wouldn't come in here with so much in the way of dark pencils. But let's go ahead and clean up a few of these little edges and make sure, can you do it without just leaving a line? Can you do it without just having it look like a nondescript or that undedicated edge? I want to know that this eyeball is going underneath there. So I really want to be careful that I have it clean enough here that it's believable. This isn't starting to become a part of this, that it's believable that the eye is disappearing out of our view. It's going behind there. Same thing with here. I want to be able to have a clean enough edge and not have this all the same value, because as it goes up here, it gets darker. As it comes down here, it's not so dark. Let me go ahead and see if we can see that a little better here. Look at that concentration of value. And then even though this is a deep recess, it's still much lighter than this because we don't have as much blocking the light. So then when we come down here, I don't want to just draw this outline for this tear duct. There's a deeper part here. It's probably where it's the light is being this is probably the deepest part, and it's probably where this part of the eyelid actually is blocking the view. And it's darker here than it is down here. So I'm going to put a little more value in there. And I'm just trying to show you, I think you're all trying to learn as much as you can about how I get maybe the quality or the detail or the expression or the mood. These are all the things that I go through. So if I can share that mindset with you, I think it'll really help. And make sure that I'm not denying you the opportunity to take what I'm showing you and maybe even go further with it. Having the opportunity to express your own, even if you went as detailed as you could, and we both saw some of the same things, we're still going to have our own expression. And that's one thing I think. You cannot copy what I'm doing. You cannot do it. And I can't copy what you're doing either. There's always going to be some subtle expression. That's wonderful.